for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
Stop everything. Breaking info just landed from inside Yankee Stadium. A critical decision is being made right now that will directly impact our season. I have the exclusive details. If you want to be the first to know, you need to subscribe this exact second. Hit the button. All right. This is Yankees Fan Central, and I've got some serious intel coming straight from the back channels in the Bronx. We're deep in the early off-season, and you know what that means. The evil empire is surveying the market, and when the Yankees decide to make a move, they aim high. The chatter I'm hearing, the buzz I'm tracking, is something that could shake up the entire city of New York. Reliable sources, including Mark Feinsand over at MLB.com, are now connecting the pinstripers to one of the most electric arms in the game, and he plays right across the bridge in Queens. We are talking about Edwin Diaz, the all-star closer for the New York Mets. Yeah, you heard me right. The Yankees are being listed alongside the Orioles and, of course, the Mets themselves as a potential suitor for Diaz should he exercise his opt-out. Let's break down what this means. Diaz signed that massive 5-year, $102 million deal with the Mets back in November of 2022. However, that contract has a crucial player opt out this winter. He can walk away from the last 2 years and $37 million remaining. And frankly, looking at how he pitched, I 100% expect him to do just that. After missing all of 2023 with that devastating patellar tendon injury, Diaz came back in 2025 and looked like the classic sugar. He had a stellar season, a 1.63 ERA, 28 saves in 31 opportunities, and he punched out 98 batters in 66 and 1/3 innings. His underlying metrics are absurd. Top of the league in whiff percentage, strikeout percentage, and barrel percentage. He's 32 years old, and this is realistically his last big shot at another massive payday. He's going to test the market, and the Yanks will be waiting. Now, the strategic question that Yanks Nation needs to debate is, does this make sense for the Bronx Bombers? My immediate analysis is that this is a luxury move, but it's one that fits Brian Cashman's philosophy of building a super pen to a T. The obvious objection is David Bednar. We went out and got Bednar at the deadline from Pittsburgh, and he was absolutely lights out. Bednar posted a 2.19 ERA with 35 strikeouts and 10 saves in 24 2/3 regular season innings, and then a 1.50 ERA in 6 frames in the playoffs. Bednar is our closer, period. So why spend a fortune on Diaz? The answer is simple. The game has changed. It's not about having a closer anymore. It's about having multiple monsters at the back end. Imagine a playoff scenario. Bednar in the 8th, Diaz in the 9th, or vice versa, depending on the matchups. It's an almost unbeatable duo. It shortens the game to 7 innings. It's a psychological weapon against any opposing lineup. However, there's the cost. Handing out massive deals to relievers is notoriously risky given the volatility of the position, but Diaz has proven to be one of the few consistently elite arms in the game. Spotrac projects his market value at somewhere around 4 years and $73.35 million. That is a hell of a lot of money for a guy who won't be your primary closer. The reality is the Yankees have needs, but shelling out the cash to create the best 1-2 bullpen punch in baseball and weakening our crosstown rival while doing it, that sounds exactly like a Yankee move. While I believe the rotation and perhaps the lineup need more attention, the prospect of a Diaz-Bednar backend is incredibly tempting. So I'm asking you, the bleacher creatures and all of Yanks Nation, Should the Yankees go all in on Edwin Diaz, or is that money, we're talking north of $70 million, better spent elsewhere, like on a top-end starter or an impact bat? Drop your comments below. I'm tracking every offseason move. Make sure you subscribe and hit those notifications for immediate analysis and insider info the second it breaks.